Hi guys, my name is Amanda and I'm training for my first marathon. Now when you're watching this video here, you're gonna see that I have 2 weeks left until my marathon, which means that I may have 14 days left of training until I have to run 26.2 miles. That's so far. But I've been training for a very long time. That's what it feels like anyways. So I went to Orange Theory 4 times this week. Cuatro tiempos. Si mis tabaros, I remembered some of my Spanish. I went from Tuesday to Friday. And I also had 2 work events, keeping me very, very, very busy. So it was an exhausting week. You know, it has been. It's been a long, 6 weeks here or so. I've been working 60-hour weeks between my 2 jobs and working out a lot. And so I've been trying to get as much sleep as possible. You know how that goes. And then so Monday it was nice because Josh and I got to spend a little bit of time together. So we went and we walked around Seattle. We walked to our favorite coffee place, which is actually Josh's favorite coffee place. It's called The More Coffee. Right next to the More Theater, they make the best coffee ever. It's Memorial Day. Josh and I are walking to go get breakfast. He chose the farthest possible coffee spot, but it's his favorite. I get the, I splurge and get something a little less healthier than the skinny vanilla latte I usually get at Starbucks. I get the horchata latte. So good. I look forward to it every time we go there. I'm like, so coffee, from the More. And then they do it in a cute design. You'll see, they did an owl this last time. An owl. I digress. Nice. We also spent a little bit of time with Josh's siblings who came up to Seattle or who were in Seattle, and they hung out and said hi and came to our apartment and saw it and everything. That was cool. And then, Tuesday, going back to work, got a little crazy. You take a little 3-day weekend, you come back and you got 1,000,006 events that week. I'm really exaggerating this video. I had 2 events that week. 2 events. 1 bowling, 1 beer event. So, hand down. Like a gun. It's holster that hand. It's getting all willy-nilly. I went to Orange Theory this week. I felt like it was a little harder. Or maybe I'm able to push it harder. I hope that's what it is. I hope the classes aren't getting harder. I hope it's just that I can push it harder and still make myself sweat and stuff. Because I was fighting a little something, I've been trying not to get sick. I've been sleeping like crazy. I do that so that I don't get sick because I exert so much energy during the week that I really don't want to put myself through getting sick, I don't have time for it. I can't miss work, and I don't want to miss a workout. I also don't want to be sick for my marathon coming up. So I've been resting, just continuously making sure I get a lot of sleep. So I just got done with Orange Theory. And I am just drenched with sweat. I slept so much this weekend. So much. Nonstop. I had Sunday and Monday off work and just slept a ton. Just slept the whole weekend away. I'm still kind of fighting whatever sickness this is. So I did need all that rest. And today I went in and worked out and I just sweat so much. I was able to push it hard. I woke up today, wasn't even tired. What is that what that feels like? I'm so rare. Yesterday, the front desk person at Orange Theory said that I was over-bundled up. I'm gonna have to disagree. So I'm tired this morning, and it's completely Joshua's fault. And let me tell you why. So last night, we're watching TV, and I'm like, I have to go to sleep. It's 8 o'clock, I'm falling asleep here. And he's like, no, it's still light out. And I'm just like, okay. I end up falling asleep during our show, end up heading to the room at 8:30. At some point, I wake up to him, trying to push me over on the bed, because I'm laying on my back, and he's just like, ugh, and goes to, sleep on the couch. And I'm like, I wasn't even taking up half the bed. How much bed do you need? And then, I'm just like, whatever, go back to sleep peacefully, because that's not my problem. Then I wake up at 10:30 to him taking the Swiffer and banging it on the ceiling because the people upstairs walk so heavily, and he's just being a complete old man about it. And yes, it is extremely annoying. They walk so heavily, our cabinets shake, and our dog hates it, and they walk like at 6 in the morning and at 10:30, like they are just always awake and always walking, like doing laps in their apartment, and they're just walking around like they're marching, like no knee bend at all, just thump, thump, thump. So I get his irritation, but he's in the living room banging on the ceiling with his Swiffer, and I'm just like, I wake up to it the second time, and I'm just like, Joshua! And then I just hear the Swiffer drop. And then I wake up later and he's back in bed with me. He's just so grumpy. Like, it still makes me laugh. It's such an old man. Good morning. It's Friday, May 31st. It's almost June. I'm very excited about that. That means the craziest event month, which was May, is over. We do have one last event, which is today. Someone's on my treadmill. The bitch. You know, like when you went to school and everyone has like their desk that they always sit in, and there's no assigned seats like on the daily, but everyone knows that's your seat? That's kind of how the treadmills are here, or like your stations. And I'm like looking and I'm like, in the window, I can see someone's on my station. I did have a couple of non-scale victories and scale victories this week. I'm pretty excited. I had a new PR, personal record, for my mile time this week. Personal record. I know today's gonna be a good day because I just ran my fastest mile ever. I'm so excited. So on April 18th, I ran an 8-minute and 57-second mile. And I was really excited about that because I'd never run under a 9-minute mile in my life. Today, I ran an 8-minute and 33-second mile, which is 24 seconds shaved off in a month and a half. I mean, what? I'm so happy. Pretty pumped about that. Pretty dang pumped. Also, Josh started going to the gym. That was exciting. He joined LA Fitness. He's trying to get me to go, but honestly, Orange Theory has my heart because it makes me go, and honestly, I enjoy going. I really do. And the days I don't go because I'm resting, I actually miss it. Like, I feel guilty. A little, like the guiltiness like goes away because I get to sleep in and I'm like, hello world, instead of like, it's early. But you know how that goes, it goes. That's not a real song. Scale victory that I had this week. So I've been working out. I have been eating well. I gave up energy drinks and alcohol. And I'm down 10 pounds. Pretty pumped about that. Non-scale victory at the gym, scale victory at home. I cocktailed on Saturday. Actually, I bartended. I bartended on Saturday because the bartender that's normally there, she's pregnant and she was sick, and so she had to leave, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm bartending. So I was like making drinks. I'm like, AMF, trash can, Long Island's, just handing them out. I make my own drinks a lot at the Bowl in LA, but definitely never just been the bartender. So that was really cool. That was a cool experience. I made more tips than I would have as a server, so that was cool. Riggs and I are heading to Tacoma. I'm going to drop her off at my mom's, and I'm going to go cocktail tonight. And yeah, hopefully it's a busy night. It's 1:40. This is the last karaoke song of the night. It's that sad puppy commercial song. I'm too tired for this shit. Oh, my nephew graduated from high school on Sunday. Yeah, Jamie!
All right.
He's 18 now. I talked about him a couple videos ago when he turned 18. That was an emotional day. I did not cry. That was, that was a victory. I held it together. I'm a crier. I am. I'm a crier. And gosh, you may not know this, but I'm like the proudest aunt. Those kids mean so much to me. And Travis, he was my firstborn of my nieces and nephews. And oh my God, I love that kid so much. And, we actually like grew up together. And he doesn't even call me Aunt Amanda because we're only 10 years apart, but I was 10 years old when he was born. So I've been an aunt for longer than I've not been an aunt. That kid means a world to me, and he's off going to college this fall, and I'm just completely blown away with the person he's become. Seeing him hit these benchmark experiences in his life that I remember him being at mine 10 years ago, and I'm just like, wow, I remember thinking how 10 years from now you'll be doing this, and now I'm just like, oh my God, how did that happen so quickly? How am I that old? Oh, I love that kid. Alright guys, that's all for this week's video. Make sure you like this video and to subscribe so you don't miss next week's video. Next week is the series finale in my marathon training, which means that Sunday is marathon day. It's marathon day. And I'm both excited and dreading it at the same time. Definitely feeling both emotions. So I hope that I survive this next week and the actual marathon so that I can tell you guys how it went. If not, thanks for watching up until now. And don't forget to hit that bell to be notified if I post any future videos. Because we can all use a little more kettlebell, and also then that I survived and you can check it out and see how it went. Okay? So until then, I'll see you guys later.